Hey Watch fam, I hope you're all very, very well today. I'm gonna do a video today. It might be a bit of a controversial one, so stay tuned for it. Don't hate me for it, but it's just me congregating a lot of opinion and putting it out there. By the way, my Instagram channel is steelmoon_watches. It's the medium through which I've been having a lot of discussions on this topic, and it's really interesting. There's actually one guy on Instagram, he does watch confessions from time to time. I forgot the name of his account, but he just basically just does watch confession, and he posts people's real opinions because it's anonymous, so people can just say it how it is. I'm recording from a different place today. I've got some time, been doing a bit of cleaning and dusting and renovating. So guys, what am I going to be doing today? That's the main thing. I'm going to be talking about watch stickers for protection. Yay or nay? Let's get this topic out there. I've looked around on the internet a little bit. Everyone's quite diplomatic about it. No one really wants to kind of say it. I'm going to be saying it with a lot of my personal bias, but I'm also going to be echoing a lot of what people have said. A lot of the characters maybe I've met in life who are very careful about stuff and maybe what they do and what what assumptions maybe you can make, maybe you can't make. It's just, it's a numbers game here. Not everyone falls into this category. I guess everyone will digest this a little bit differently. I'm wearing today my Casio, I'm gonna get my keeper in. My Casio GBD 200. I went for a funky color. This is my gym watch. Measures my steps, perfect way of doing my split sets, my high intensity, working sets. Everything can be measured for this, for me, perfectly on this watch. And it's not even, crazy priced. It's got Bluetooth as well, but I don't use any of that stuff. I don't want to synchronize my watches with my phones or whatever. All right, guys, where am I going to kick this sticker thing off? I touched on this sticker thing a few weeks ago in a video. And my opinion is, I've never worn a sticker on a watch in terms of an aftermarket sticker. I've maybe worn on a clasp a little bit post-purchase, the factory sticker on a Rolex, say. Usually inside the clasp, you don't even see it, just inside the clasp, just in case I forget to wash it after the sea or something. But eventually I remove it because there's something that just bugs me about the whole thing. Now, we have to break this down into watches we're going to wear and watches we're going to keep in a safe. Obviously, if you're just keeping watches in a safe, then the stickers add a hold value. They hold value. But then it brings us onto this topic of, well, people who keep watches in a safe but wear them occasionally and all that. That's like a different ball game for me. It's like, well, I don't know. It's Mr. Careful, Mr. Worry, Mr. I'm concerned about stuff. But we're getting too far ahead of ourselves now, and this is a very interesting topic. Now, the natural comparison that has come from wearing watch stickers, people will say, well, don't you put PPF on your car or paint gloss protection on your car or something? Yes, logically you do, but my car, and I've had a car before with PPF which was already on it, or two cars, and they were both performance cars. Performance cars, generally, yeah, I go with that, but they're exposed to the elements. They're exposed to stones, to chips, to things in the road, to harsh conditions. A watch is just you kind of, maybe banging it against something or scratching it, desk diving. And I know people have this really, I'm worried about it. That whole, I'm worried about it. That's the thing that, for me, it's like, well, if you're so worried, maybe you shouldn't have bought the watch. Maybe the watch is wearing you. You pick up the watch and the watch is like, yo, give me some stickers, dress me up. And, it's, how do we even articulate this? It's just that kind of warrior, concerned mentality, the person who'll always maybe go for the $9.95 steak rather than the $29.95 steak. They're just worried, penny pinching. I don't know. It's just that maybe my imagination, and what else can we compare it to? We compare it to someone with an iPhone or a phone. You get your standard kind of cases, just kind of silicone, and then you've got the guys with like huge rubber cases or on it as if they're going on a building site or trekking in the Andes or something. but they live in a city and they just go to bars. You know, you're just going to a local bar and you've got Trekking the Andes phone cover. It's like, what are you so concerned about? Like, you'll drop the phone, it will be okay. Life will go on. If you dent the phone or if you scratch your watch, life will go on. You know, people will say, well, you know, I'm protecting the value, just like you're protecting the value on your car. Yes, logically, maybe that's an apples and apples comparison, logically. But I just think in the real life, in the real world, it's like, well, maybe you're just a bit worried. And what did my wife had some girls over the other day, and I asked them about this. A group of girls, nice looking girls as well, you know, if only I was single. And I asked them, what do you think about watches on stickers? And they just said, that's just such poverty mentality. That's just poverty mentality. They bought it, you know, they're pretending they got a wage, but they're not acting it. And that I was hit. You know how honest women can be, like, boom. And I was like, okay. They just said, what did they say? They said, stop pretending to have a wage and just do it. Or you either have it or you don't have a wage, but buying a $20,000 watch and then stickering it up. I mean, most women won't see it, granted. But what it says, they said, what it says about your mentality is you're the type of person, and the women will always link it to holidays. They said, you're the type of person who won't spend an extra $50 on premium economy on a long flight because, you know, just save a little bit, you know, just make the money go further. And granted, us guys, we have a more resourceful way of thinking. But it's interesting. I mean, like I say, the whole sticker thing for me, and it came to my mind a few weeks back when I saw an advert on Instagram of someone stickering up a yellow gold Daytona. And first thing that just sprung to my mind was beyond your means. Beyond your means. Like, the watch is beyond your means. You're spending mental bandwidth worrying about your watch so much that you're investing in stickers, buying it, giving it to someone to do it, because you're worried about the value. Not adding the fact that stickers will never be able to show you the watch's true steel and how it looks. Like, you put stickers on a Rolex, you'll never see the beautiful 904L shine. You'll never see it. I mean, it'll be similar, but it's not it. You're not really wearing the watch. I made notes because I didn't want to digress too much. You know, another thing it's been compared to on chats and people, and what I've been speaking about on Instagram is people say, well, you might as well be one of these people who sit at home in your plastic covered sofa and your remote control on your TV, which is plastic covered. You know, some people say, well, it's just you're a bit of a cheapo, a bit of a warrior. You're not an all-in type of person. You're kind of, I'm not all in, I'm just partly in. I might exit, I might sell the watch. And then that itself means you're just not all in. You're just in it maybe for the hype, maybe to make a quick buck. I get it. Some people are in it for the hype, you know, make a quick buck type thing. I guess I'm trying to speak to the real owners of watches. Me personally, I really like to own a watch. I like to dominate that timepiece. It's like, you're going with me everywhere. Like, you're going to get beaten up. And also watches which have scars of life, they look so much better. They do. Like, there's nothing more weird than seeing like a 15-year-old watch, or no, maybe 10-year-old watch, which is in pristine condition. It's a nice thing, but it just falls into the category of, well, maybe this is a safekeeper now, you know, someone else will buy it in the future. I don't know. So I guess this video is for those who really want to wear their watch. Like, for me, again, my biased opinion, don't worry so much. I don't know, you know, you scratch it. You know, it's there. It's been engineered to take your philosophy of life onto it. It's been engineered that way. You know, a mark here and a mark there, you know, always worrying about the value of it. And that's the thing I'm not always into. Like, you know, if you're worrying about the value of the watch all the time, maybe it's the wrong watch. Maybe you're just not ready for it. You know, I'm going to look forward to the comment section, guys. Don't crucify me. I'm putting this out there. I thought, sod it. Let's put this out there. Let's get the juices flowing. Let's talk about this. You know, another point, someone said, Are you one of those people who have a MacBook or an iPhone and you count the battery cycles on using your laptop and phone before selling? So you always charge your laptop or have it on the cable because the battery cycles will go up and it will reduce the value of when it comes to sell it. Some people genuinely calculate that type of stuff. They calculate battery cycles on what is it, the charge. You know, it's like, oh, the less the better when I sell my laptop in a few years. Are you keeping it nice and great for the next owner? Oh, that's what you're kind of doing. You are keeping it nice and great for the next owner who might actually own that watch. Are you really owning the watch with its stickers on? Be it factory stickers or aftermarket stickers, are you owning it? Or are you looking after it? Are you looking after it for someone? And you sell it for your money, but you never own that watch. You know, again, end user, not end user. It's going to fall into that category of some people are like, well, I like to have my watches for a bit and I move them on. All right, so you're a flipper, you don't know what you want. I'm talking about the watches you definitely know you want, like a sub of any kind. This is my watch, I'm going to keep this for many years. Let's wear this naked, I just expose it to my life. This one is my personal point, and I wrote it down. Are you one of the guys who go to the gym and you lift your weights in gym gloves because you might get calluses? Are you wearing gym gloves in the gym? Now, this is my personal opinion. Get those gym gloves off, toughen up the hands, the grip, the calluses. Women love when you rip their tights with calluses. No, they don't, they go nuts. Do you have a handbag if you're wearing gym gloves in the gym? I mean, where do we draw the line in terms of comparing apples for apples where, oh, I've got stickers, you have a PPF protection on your Porsche, I wear gym gloves to protect my hand in the gym. Protection, I've got the extra big XL bumper case cover on my iPhone, trekking in the Andes, but I'll go to the bar, but I might drop it. I don't know on what, you know, protection. For me in a watch world, it's not an apples to apples across the whole, it doesn't go from the car thing, PPF protection and car thing, you know. I've got a good few friends who do the whole track days. They do track days in their various cars, you know, Atoms, GT3s, all this sort of stuff. The Porsche guys, they have some PPF, usually in strategic places, not the whole car, strategic places, like the back, rear wings, and the front, obviously, because you do get stone chips all the time. I mean, it's expected. You know, maybe if I was going to, the only time I would be tempted to, let's say, put a short-term, really short-term sticker on my watch would be maybe if I was about to do some hardcore gardening, like for a day. Someone said, listen, I can put some stickers on, it'll take me 30 seconds. I'll be like, well, I am doing hardcore gardening. But genuinely, to wear the stickers day in, day out, it just wouldn't sit right with me. Don't crucify me, guys. This is just an exploratory chat. It doesn't mean I don't like you. You know, don't dislike me. The comment section, you know, hopefully will be fun to read. It might be 50-50. Judging from my Instagram stuff, it was kind of weighted 80% towards people wearing no stickers. They were like, no, I mean, it says something about someone. You know, they just worry. The women were just brutal, like poverty mentality, like type of person who won't spend $50 on premium economy, you know. You know, but that's how they see it, you know. Maybe you do it in secret, but it just, you know, the $9.95 steak versus the $29.95 steak, you know. Stickers, what do they say really about you guys? Anyway, I think I've covered my points. I don't want to make this video too long because I've got limited memory on this phone. If it cuts off, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm really struggling to clear up my memory right now on my phone, and I've covered everything. So guys, drop your comments in the comment section. Let's see where this goes. I just wanted to put it out there because it's been on my mind. I've been discussing it for long enough, and it's quite fun. It's actually quite fun to get it out there. And yeah, I look forward to your comments, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.